Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video, and today we will be taking on Memory of Chaos with a F2P E0S0 SEELE and seeing if she can still hold up in the current day. Now, we will be putting her against the previous Memory of Chaos, still haven't cleared the current one because I have not had the time to spend it doing that, but yeah, these are the two teams we're going to be using. It will be SEELE with Silver with bronya with luocha, and then an acheron team on the second half. Just to quickly show our SEELE build, this is what we are working with. I haven't really worked on her since like 1.2, I think. But yeah. And with that being said, let's just get straight into the video. Alright, and here we are in the first half. Now, as we normally would, we're going to start off with luocha technique into bronya. Now, if I'm being honest, I don't know whether I should use Silver Wolves or SEELE's, but, you know, it's a SEELE showcase, so I might as well go in with SEELE's technique. Now, I will admit, I honestly forget what SEELE's technique does. I think it puts her in her buffed state, although I'm not too sure, but, you know, it doesn't matter that much. Anyway, okay, we implant a wind weakness, but to be fair, that doesn't really do anything. It's just to make sure that we have the debuff on the big guy, and we can break him a little bit, because obviously he takes more damage when his shield is broken. I did normal attack there on bronya, just so that she can go after our SEELE, and luckily we leave this guy on 1 HP. Which means that basically we can now skill on our bronya, and then now our SEELE will go after us. But what's more important first of all is we can use our bronya's ult. So just gonna go ahead and do that first and foremost. Then we can normal attack the guy we left off on 1 HP and go straight into an ult and have resurgence right afterwards. So there we go. Now, I'm not going to hit the dinosaur because he will not take as much damage because his weakness is still up. But we hit 161k on the big guy, 24k on the skill witch. I'm pretty sure that's just because we didn't crit. Ooh, our SEELE is on slightly low HP, but that's fine. Honestly, normally what I would do is I would go for the dinosaur. But because our SEELE is such low HP, I'd rather just avoid this guy having a turn. Now I can skill on this guy, and then once again skill and ult here. 81k on the skill, that's more like it. And now we can ult this guy for, okay, he was supposed to die. Anyway, I mean, this attack doesn't do that much damage, so we will be fine here. Although our priority definitely now will be to heal our SEELE. Oh, actually, never mind. Luocha is just going to do that for us. Now, the question is, do I want to stay on the safe side and heal Silver Wolf? Nah, that's for cows. Okay, you know what? Okay. I am living life on the edge right now, but it's fine because we should be good. Now, once again, I'm just going to try with make sure he has the, oh, okay, that blessing actually helped a lot. Now we should be able to do big damage. I'm going to go for another basic attack just so that we can go after our SEELE. There we go. Okay, we're still after, SEELE's turn is soon anyway, but you know, I'm just gonna do that. Anyway, 37k on the skill. I would have expected a little bit more, but it's fine. Okay, 38k there. Okay, I don't know why some of these hits aren't doing as much damage. Maybe this guy just has, maybe he has quantum res actually. I'm not too sure. I might be wrong, but maybe he has quantum res. Honestly, who knows, who cares. But anyway, we will once again be using our bronya's ult. And I could use Silver Wolf ult here, but I think I'm going to save for the next half. Okay, maybe we are going to have to use it to break his weakness because he does not take much damage. Oh boy. It's fine because we will break his damage in this turn, luckily. And luocha will... I thought he was going to auto-heal Silver Wolf. Never mind, he auto-heals himself. I am very glad that Silver Wolf did not die there. Anyway, what I'm going to do here is use a luocha ult. One, it will get his healing field up. And second of all, it will allow us to break his weakness on this turn. And there we go. Okay, I would have rather if I could have had 1 extra SP from our Silver Wolf before that proc, but it's fine. Anyway, ooh, actually, I should have waited a little bit to use the ult, because now it's going to have 1 turn less on the defense shred. I got a bit trigger happy, I'm not going to lie, but you know what? It is fine. Anyway, we're just going to focus on Honkai a bit because she can freeze us when she wants to, so, you know, want to avoid any annoyance there. Once again, I'm just going to basic on our bronya. You know, that's the one shame with how SEELE works. Turn predictability can be a bit all over the place, so yeah, that's why, honestly, I feel like I'd rather run SEELE with, like, a Ruan Mei, or maybe a Sparkle, but, you know, bronya obviously gets the job done. I mean, come on, bronya SEELE. Honkai Impact players represent, you know, you gotta pair them together. But anyway, we can alt here, see how much damage we do. 187k, I will gladly take that. 102k on the skill as well. That's more like it. That's the damage I like to see. Anyway, if we would have had more buffs up, we could have done even more damage, but it's fine because it gets the job done for the most part. Okay, this guy shouldn't be able to take us out no matter what the attack. Okay, yeah, we're pretty safe there. Anyway, just do a little bit more damage to Cocolia. She is a 32%. Okay, that's annoying, but luckily we have the cleanse on Bronya. Now, the thing is here, if this hits us, that's going to be a bit problematic. But luckily we get our Silver Wolf ult anyway, so I think if we... okay, the Silver Wolf ult will break her shield a fair bit. And then... okay, you know what? We're going to be fine because Seele will actually never... okay. Does this save us? Okay, please kill Cocolia. Please kill. Please kill. No, 2%. Why? Okay, you know what? On the bright side, we healed, so we're gonna be fine. Just please don't free. Oh my god, that is close. That is way too close for comfort. See, I would normally like to bring a shielder in this situation, but obviously the shielder is on our other half, but oh, holy... This run nearly died, but you know what? Luckily, we are fine. Now, in an ideal world, we would be able to win here, although I'm not quite sure if we will manage. You know, I would prefer a 25 cycle clear to a 24. I mean, okay, yeah, never mind. I mean, anyway, we can skill here and maybe this will do a massive hit and we can clear in 25 cycles. Oh! 270k! Okay, Seele, pop off. Damn, okay, we actually cleared in 25 cycles, so that's actually a very competitive clear. And now, it's Acheron's time to shine. Okay, we're gonna pretend I didn't restart because I targeted the wrong enemy by accident to put my debuffs on, but anyway, it's time to gamble on our aventurine, although unfortunately we don't get the highest roll for the defense, but it's fine, it shouldn't affect too much. Okay, now just gotta make sure this time I actually hit the enemy, which has all of Acheron stacks on them. Luckily though, our Acheron already has a roll just from our team getting hit, which is the beauty of the trend of the universal market icon. But yeah, anyway, we're just gonna start off, you know, just slapping this woman around. We do 307k, even though we basically don't have any debuffs on the enemy, so... Hey, never doubt Acheron. But yeah, luckily the IPC guy carried over all the stacks, and okay, we're already doing very well. But then again, this is an Acheron team, so what, you know, I would expect no less from the one and only Acheron. Luckily, we also have 51k on the skill. You know, some people underrate Acheron's skill damage. It's actually pretty decent, but yeah, I mean, obviously, her burst is just gonna, her ultimate is just gonna overshadow everything because it's just so powerful. But yeah, anyway, we nearly have it up again, and this time we actually have defense shred on the enemies, so you know that definitely makes for a dangerous combo. The question now is, I think I'm just gonna basic and then go for the weakness break on the imaginary hit that will conserve us some SP, and this guy will also take extra crit damage, so he's gonna take even more damage now. And now let's see how much our Acheron does. 250k. Oh, thank you very much. Both of these guys are nearly dead, and if we clear in the 23rd cycle, then we'll have 4 cycles for Aventurine, which is useful because he has very many annoying mechanics. And oh, this lady's debuff is just like completely pointless because of Aventurine's shield, so you know, feels bad to be her. Now, okay, this guy still has 2 turns left on Black Swan's defense shred. You know, 20% defense shred for 3 turns is actually, like, really convenient. So, yeah, I will gladly take that. And also the fact that Pela basically gives us 100% uptime on the defense shred. Anyway, what we're going to do here is put the vulnerability, so this guy takes more damage during his turn. And then we go on to our Acheron. And now let's see how much damage we deal. 378k. Now, obviously, there were other enemies here, which is why it did more damage, but I think the vulnerability did help us do a little bit more damage there as well. And like I said, we now have, well, I say 4 cycles. It's basically 3.5 cycles to clear this guy. But, you know, we should be fine. Also, starting off with 4 SP here is very nice. You know, if I needed to, I could use an aventurine shield as well with the extra SP that we have, but I'm not going to do that for the time being. 60% defense shred on him now between Pela's ult and Black Swan. Sorry, yeah, Pela's ult and Black Swan's skill. And how much will our acheron do? 181k. I will take that. Okay, okay, this is slightly annoying. You know what, since some of our teammates have very low shield, I'm actually going to use the spare skill point we have here. And then, okay, yeah, I was going to say, hopefully our aventurine doesn't get CC'd, and he doesn't, which is very nice for us. Now, obviously, you know, did spend the skill point, but more than worth it, especially because we're still going to have the defense debuff on aventurine, and then we can ult on aventurine into a skill on acheron. I don't think her skill crit there, which is a shame, but, you know, that would have been nice damage. But then her ult will do 197k, very close to 200k. Once again, I will take that. In a perfect scenario where we have aventurine's ult, Black Swan's skill, and Pela's ult as well, we would probably hit over 200k, but you know what, 180, 200... you know, a consistent 180 to 190k I will gladly take. We do only have 1 turn left on the defense shred, however, so I will just reapply that there. Slightly shorter on SP, but that shouldn't be a problem. Okay, lucky we get the follow-up there, so our shield refreshes. Because we have so much shield, we can just normal attack here on our aventurine. He shouldn't get CC'd because, you know, of his effect res. There you go. Thank you very much. And now we can just ult here. Actually, maybe I could have conserved a little bit of... Maybe, would I have generated skill points? Okay, no, I wouldn't have, because he would have gone next anyway. You know, apply defense shred on him like we normally would. There we go. And a nice 150k there from the Abyss Blessing. Thank you very much. Extra shield from our aventurine, because why not? The more the merrier, I suppose. Now get the defense shred again from our Black Swan. You guys know the routine by now, basically. This team's just very easy to play, you know, especially because aventurine basically makes it so we don't take damage. Like, I've only had to skill on aventurine once. You know, like, luocha's whole thing is that, you know, he's entirely SP positive, and aventurine's basically the same, which is why they're honestly my 2 favorite sustains to use. Anyway, this is once again aventurine's turn, so we should do big damage here. At least I'm okay, 230k. There we go. Literally perfect scenario. Okay, this part, however, it can be slightly annoying. Now, I could skill here on Black Swan to make sure that she's safe from the CC, or I can just basic attack and conserve myself a skill point, which is what I will choose to do. And now we can skill on our aventurine just to negate any damage which will come in. We could skill on our acheron or basic. Basic will conserve us SP, but then we'll get a stack if we use our skill. Decisions. Do I want to risk it for a biscuit? No, I'd rather get a skill stack. Okay, and now we just need to make sure that our Pela, Black Swan, and aventurine don't get CC'd, but it's a 50-50 chance on all of them. Do we win our 50-50? Actually, it's more than that, because Pela's 80 effect res, but yes, none of them got CC'd, which is very nice for us, and we can straight away go into an acheron ult. But yeah, Pela's like 80 CC because she's on the effect res planar ornament set. Black Swan's on 50, and then aventurine basically always blocks debuffs to himself, so yeah, there we go. We're doing very nice for ourselves. We're about to go into the 20th cycle. I think we should still be able to get off 2 acheron ults. At least that's what I would expect, kind of. I mean, it depends on how much he hits our aventurine for the most part. Like, there we go. That's an ult right there. And no matter if we did get one or not, because he will just die here. And there we go. 180k to finish the fight. Acheron and SEELE, both purple head DPS, and they did very well. I mean, you know, the thing is, we all talk about how good acheron is. Obviously, my acheron's F2P, and acheron, you know, scales a lot with investment. Actually, more than SEELE, I would probably say. And my SEELE probably has better investment than my acheron. But they both cleared in 5 cycles. You know, my SEELE might have better investment, but at the same time, it is still a fully F2P build. We will move on to character builds shortly, in a second. But yeah, I mean, they basically cleared in the same speed. So yeah, I think in certain scenarios, SEELE is still very much still competitive and, not fallen off like some people would suggest she has, A lot of people say she has because she's not really perfect for any of the current game modes, but, she still holds up there. So if you have SEELE, no worries, because she can still be very strong, especially if there's a Quantum Weak, Memory of Chaos, or if you can just play a mono quantum team with like Sparkle, Fushu, and whatever. But yeah, with that being said, it is time to move on to our character builds. Anyway, with the run being over, as you guys can see very clearly, SEELE still has her place in the meta. She can still be very useful at times, even at an F2P level. So yeah, with that being said, let's move into our character builds. Now, I did kind of show off our SEELE at the beginning, but basically she's on 121 speed with 3k attack, 70 crit rate for Rutilant Arena, with 173 crit damage. She is also on the cruising in the stealthy Lycon, obviously, the Herta one, S5. Traces mostly maxed out, just on the quantum set. My pieces, literally these are pieces which I've had since like 1.1 for the most part. I did go back and farm for SEELE a little bit just to make sure that she hit speed requirements and the 70 crit rate we needed for Rutilant Arena, but yeah, I haven't worked much on her in the time since. And then obviously she is E0. Bronya, 134 speed on her light cone. Very nice. Let's pretend I did not do that. 201 crit damage as well. Crit rate obviously does not matter. Traces mostly level up. The ones which are leveled up are what's most important. Relics, 2p speed, 2p HP, just for the tankiness and speed, obviously. Our Silverwolf is on the Eyes of the Prey Lycon. Just making sure she has enough effect hit rate. I have her on an S1 right now, but in the video she was on a fully leveled one. Traces, maxed out. Relics, 2-piece quantum, 2-piece speed. Probably could swap out quantum for something else, but it's just what we have for the time being, and is on Broken Keel for the little bit of extra crit damage. And E0, of course. And then our luocha, 162 speed, 2.6k attack. Quite a fair bit of effect res for the light cone that he is currently using. Traces mostly maxed out. I mean, since luocha's overheal is, he heals so much that's kind of overkill. So, don't need his traces to be fully maxed out, to be honest, although we'll work on that eventually when I need to. And then when it comes to our acheron, acheron's 116 speed, 50 crit rate, goes up to 62 thanks to the passive, 175 crit damage. S1, good night, sleep well. Traces mostly level up. On the debuff set, pieces are far from ideal. Our SEELE probably has slightly better investment than our acheron, but it is what it is. Black Swan, 156 speed, just decent. On Eyes of the Prey, just for the effect hit rate, making sure she is at 108. And then when it comes to our relics, she is on the dot set, just as a good sub DPS. Eidolon's E0, obviously. When it comes to our pela is 140 speed on the Silverwolf event light cone, just so that she can 2-turn ult, and then with her E4, that means whenever we skill, we get a stack, and whenever we ult, we get a stack for our acheron. 2p speed, 2p HP, just for tankiness. Traces mostly leveled up. And then last but not least, our aventurine is on the Trend of the Universal Light Cone. Just, obviously so we can give our acheron a stack. 137 speed, just so we can go fairly often. 3.7k defense. And he does have a bit of effect hit rate, 50% to be precise, just to make sure that these procs actually do hit. And yeah, on the defense set, as you would expect. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed. If this helped any SEELE mains out here, glad to represent you guys. The Blade video did very well, so I hope that you guys enjoyed this video as well. And also thank you for the support on the Blade video as well. It is now our most viewed video with like over 13k views. So yeah, thank you guys a lot for that. Hopefully you enjoyed this just as much. Next video is actually going to be a tier list of Wuthering Waves characters when it comes to design. So if you're interested in that, you can watch that. And then sometime after that will be Boot Hill summons. If I can clear the new Memory of Chaos, then there will also be a video on that. If not, then we will wait until Boot Hill summons and then testing out an E0S0 Boot Hill. And then yeah, just general content to come after that. So yeah, hopefully you guys stick around, and hopefully I will see you guys in another video. See ya.